Okay, we are here at our home in Phichit, Thailand to replace the spirit house. So the spirit house, if you're not familiar with it, it's basically like a little tiny miniature home and a little shrine that you would put on your land. And the idea is that you would put different offerings, sweet drinks, some food, things of that nature to entice the more friendly spirits to come to your land and basically live on your land. And there's two types of spirits. There's the malevolent spirits and the good spirits. So you want to wrangle in the good spirits to help protect your land from the bad spirits. So what happened is some of the neighborhood cats like to climb on top of one of the pedestals where the main structure is, like mini home is, and I guess after repeated jumping and coming up and down, up and down, up and down, the base of the pedestal or up top where it meets with the little platform where the home sits, it cracked. And I guess one time when the cat jumped up there, the chunk of concrete came off and the whole thing just toppled over. And the spirit house, or I think it's more like the temple looking building, it actually fell to the ground and broke. So me, my first thing is, we could just glue it back together. Well, it doesn't work that way here. So if any of these religious items are damaged, it's done for. Again, once it's damaged, you just got to replace the whole thing. So that's what we're doing. So my wife was a little worried that she was going to be, having this defective spirit house here. And I guess if it's defective, maybe that the good spirits will go to somebody else's house, which you don't want. And then the malevolent spirits will come and start wreaking havoc and bringing bad luck and all that good stuff. Actually, that's not good stuff. You don't want that, right? So she was actually worried. She's like, we need to take care of this ASAP. So I have a couple cameras going. One camera is at the new, spirit house setup. And there's a monk there doing some chanting. And we have the main monk, the abbot, I guess, of another temple in the area. And he's kind of guarding some of the items that you would put at the spirit house to kind of seed it with little miniature figurines. So we're also going to have a little cup to hold incense. See, I told you it's louder here. And a lot of these motorbikes and big trucks, I forgot to mention, there's a lot of like big trucks hauling rice and sugar cane and things like that in the area. It is the farmland. So these suckers drive by and they have huge, massive exhaust pipes. I mean, these things, they're probably, 12 to 18 inches in diameter, these exhaust pipes, or at least the tips. And that kind of enhances it, makes it even louder. I do enjoy science. I'm like a big nerd when it comes to all the science stuff, but there's a lot of stuff in this universe, in this world, that we simply don't understand. So, there's the science world and there's the spirit world. And, I don't know if we'll ever be able to understand the two properly. I mean, even with the science stuff, this James Webb Space Telescope, right? Infrared telescope, it's in outer space. But this space telescope is making discoveries that basically question the physics that we thought we understood. So if we don't understand that properly, I mean, how can we properly understand the spirit world? I don't think it's possible. So I do believe that a lot of the ancient people, they were more in tune with the spirit world. I think, with all the technology and things like that, people are slowly drifting away from that, and they're basically losing touch. They're losing their ability to connect with the spirit world. I think there are some individuals that have the ability to tune in, better than others. So, like I said, there's more to this universe than we even understand. And as such, you know, I can't confirm nor deny some of the experiences that my wife and even I have, you know, come across. I had some really, really interesting dreams that I've got no explanation. I think I'm going to actually create another video just on this, because they were very interesting dreams that, like, are you kidding me? Especially with the circumstances that were tied to them after I had the dream. So right now they are loading up all of the old pieces from the old spirit house. So that pillar right there, that's the one that actually broke, the very top. You can see here. Super heavy. Oh shoot. You can see that part just snapped right off and the whole top fell. And the spirit house tumbled. Minimal damage, but damage is damage. So I don't know if you've ever been to a temple, you may have seen a pile of broken items, like spirit houses, statues of Buddha, other religious items. So it's sort of like a religious, I was going to say garbage dump, but it's probably not the proper disposal site. That's probably the better way. So when these things are damaged, again, you can't repair them. You load them up and you take them over to the temple so they could properly manage them. So it's unfortunate, like I said, that these things get damaged in the first place, but yeah, it's got to go to the temple. All of it. All of it's got to go to the temple. This is the protocol. This is how they do it. My wife has said that actually keeping some of these broken items is actually considered to be bad luck. So you want to get rid of it as fast as you can. The last thing you want to do is bring bad luck upon your household. So this looks like to be the new spirit house and the whole setup. It looks a little bit smaller than what we had. The paint scheme is a little bit different. It's more sparkly versus the flat paint that we had on the other one. I wish there was a way for us to glue the top plate to the top of the pedestal, because these stinking cats are going to jump up again, and then we're going to have to do this all over again. So they're working on the pedestal area. Like I said, I've got another camera set up to take a look at what they're doing. Like hacking away at trees right now and shrubs just to clear it and make it more presentable. Again, we don't live at this house like we used to, so it's not getting as much love as it had when we were in this area. Speaking of the house, this is the house. I mean, the trees have grown up considerably. I would say this thing's 10 to 15 years old. Alright, that was fun. Had to carry over the pedestal. Let's see. There's one other thing I was going to mention. In the last video I mentioned that our land is an L shape. It's actually two parcels that are put together. One is the long leg of the L, and then you got the short little piece. We're standing on the long leg, so the long leg basically, here's the road, right? It goes down, 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 all the way to those mango trees. And then it shoots over this way to that older house that I had pointed out. On this L-shaped property, we actually have 3 spirit houses. So the one that was damaged, which I'll call the main spirit house. We have another one that's sort of mid, I guess, property in the back. A little winded from carrying the concrete. And then all the way in the back towards the old house, there's another little tiny spirit house. Like that little one is for that little house. I'll show you all of these once this thing is done. The one in the middle is interesting because it's on this long leg of the L shape. So why is it even there? And I think the reason why that one even exists, I keep looking down at it. Hi! The main reason why that one exists, I believe, is that when this home was being constructed, there was a fairly large tree. And it's my understanding a lot of these spirits like to hang out in trees. So, if we destroy the tree to make room for the house, we've just kind of upset the spirit because we destroyed their home. Now, none of us wanted to cut down trees, but again, it was just in the wrong place. So the tree came down, and then the spirit house was created to appease the spirits so they have a place to hang out and enjoy life. So there's another larger tree, so we're hoping that the spirit may have like jumped from tree to tree and then down to the spirit house, something to that effect. So yes, we're getting ready for the offerings and to entice the spirits back to the home. So here's some food, some fruits, some desserts. What I read is that the good spirits have a bit of a sweet tooth. So a lot of these sweet drinks and desserts and the fruits is a good way to entice them. And I don't know if they're going to come into these little figurines. I guess you have to buy a whole bunch of them. But these little figurines may house the spirit. The other thing that I read is red Fanta is very, very popular, or this is Miranda, but red drink is very, very popular in Thailand for these spirit homes. And the two things that I saw was A, red, it kind of looks like, you know, some ancient sacrificial red animal blood. Obviously it's not blood, but, and then the sweetness. So again, these are things to entice the spirits. And this is interesting. There's a bottle of alcohol here. There's a bottle of alcohol. I guess, I don't know if that's Thai whiskey or it's probably what they call C-sip. So we might be trying to entice the alcoholic spirit to come reside. So hey, you know, that's okay as long as we're protected and good luck falls onto the home. It's all about the outcome. So the monks are still working. I guess one of the pedestals is a little wonky. I guess the base is not completely flat. So they're trying to shore it up so if the stinking cat jumps on it, it's not going to do any damage. There's one huge difference between this spirit house setup versus the other one. The platform for the taller temple building, the platform was huge, which offered a nice, lovely space for the cats to jump up on and cause havoc. This new one, it's like very small. You probably have like a little 3-inch border around the actual house itself. So it's going to be uncomfortable for the cats. There's really no reason for them to jump up there other than if they're going to try to get some of the food. So I assume there's probably going to be some chanting, so we'll get ready for that. I don't know how long it's going to actually stay here, but this camera actually gets kind of hot. So I put a little umbrella over it from a leaf. There's that blood red Fanta. All the sweets and little goodies are making their way. Hopefully there's a spirit that was once here that smells it and goes, I might want to move into this home. Some of the actual food. Looks like 2 bowls of rice. Actually, all this is starting to make me hungry. Oh, there's the whiskey. My son smelled the whiskey. It's got a strong. Soup.
อันนี้เราถ่ายอยู่นี่
Can you go over there?
ยืนบนเลยเดี๋ยวจะพาว่านะนะโมเมสัพพภูมิเทวานังปิปะภูปะจักขุขังสักการะวันทนังสูปะพยัญชนะสัมปันนังโภชนานังสาลีนังสัปปริวาลังสุขตังวะลังอาคัตฉันตุบริพุนทันติสัพพทาอิกายะสุขายะสันติเทวามุสิกาเตปิภูมิเหอนุรักขันตุอโลคเยสุเขนะจะสาธุต่อไปเป็นคำถวายบูชาดอกไม้ทูบเทียนนะปาตามนะภูมิสมิงสิขาภาเกสันติเทวาบุมาอิสิกาเตปีกุมเหมนุรักขันตุอาโรคเยสุเขนะจาสาธุปักทูปักให้ไฟ
อันนี้ไม่ติดเลยเจ๊จุดใหม่ได้ไหมเจ๊
มาต่อตรงไหนโคนตรงโคนตรงนี้ไม่ได้ทา
ไฟกลับมาที่เก่าต่อไปเป็นการขอเข้ามาพระบุตรนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะว่าตามนะอิติสุขโตอะระหังพุทโธนะโมพุทธายะสัทวีคงคาพระภูมิคงคาขมามิหังกายกรรม3วจีกรรม4มโนกรรม3กรรมมันใดที่พวกข้าพเจ้าได้กระทำได้ล่วงเกินพระภูมิเจ้าที่ในสิ่งศักดิ์สิทธิ์ทั้งหลายปู่ย่าตายายสถานที่โปรดเมตตารับอโหสิกรรมแก่ข้าพเจ้านับตั้งแต่บัดนี้เป็นต้นไปเถิดต่อไปการขอพรนะขอพรพระภูมินะข้าแต่พระชัยมงคลผู้รับพรมาจากกรุงพาลีข้าพเจ้าชื่ออัศคุณขอน้อมสักการะบูชาพระภูมิเจ้าที่และสิ่งศักดิ์สิทธิ์หน้าที่อันเป็นมงคลทั้งหลายเหล่านี้เพื่อความสวัสดีและมีชัยแก่คณะบริวารในบ้านของข้าพเจ้าจงมีความสามัคคีได้รับความสำเร็จการค้าการขายการงานให้เจริญรุ่งเรืองสมความปรารถนาทุกประการด้วยเถิดขอพรแล้วนะสาธุต่อไปจะได้กล่าวคำลาช่วงตัดตัวก็เสร็จแล้วนะผมควรแล้วนะว่าตามนั้นอายันตุโคนโตอิทะทานะศีละเนคขมมะปัญญาสหวิยะขันติสัจจะอธิษฐานเมตตาเบกขาวิธานโวอิสาชินติอัสสโยสัตโตติสาธุเรียบร้อยแล้วขอพรขอขมานี่โยมเนี่ยจะบอกให้โยม
ขอได้ทั้งนั้นเลย
All right, there we go.
ปีนไม่ขอแล้ว
It's the spirit house.
ก็
All the offerings.
บังหันหลังทางนู้นด้วย
And notice there's even a packet of cigarettes. And just like that, the monks have left. The little helpers have also left. We gave some donation to them. I think it was 1,000 baht for each of the monks, and then each of the helpers got 100 baht for carrying the new spirit house and pedestals and all that stuff over in place. So they earned their work today. But yeah, the new one's in place. Like I said, we have 3 of these spirit houses. So you know this one. This is what I would call the main spirit house. So hopefully we get some resident spirits, some friendly, nice, sweet protector type spirits to again ward off some of those malevolent spirits so they don't cause any bad luck or any bad juju to the home or the people living inside the home. But let's take a little walk over to the second spirit house. Here's the second spirit house. So when we weren't able to do anything with the first one, the main one, this was sort of our backup. And there was a storm that came through here just recently. And the winds were really, really strong. So I think it probably toppled over some of these figurines. So I'm just standing some of them back up. Just make it a little nicer. There's some underneath. Another one there. I think I saw another one. A horse. They have got some animals as well. So spirit animals, spirit people. Drinks. Yeah, it looks like everything's good. So again, that's spirit house number 2. And as I'm walking in my last video, I pointed out the one dragon fruit, the one jackfruit tree that is producing more jackfruit. This is actually where we get a lot, but down at the base you've got some monstrous jackfruit. They'll probably get bigger, but I mean there's my hand in comparison, so they will get larger and larger. But they're all up, you know, there's some over there, some way the heck up there. So this has been a good tree. And again, I thought that was jackfruit, but I'm not sure. I might not. But again, that other tree that we cut down was somewhere over here. The shed suffered big time in the storm. Looks like we used some recycled or older roof tiles. The wood is like all rotted from termites and stuff like that, so the screws or whatever that held on to the corrugated roof didn't have a chance. It looks like actually there's no screws, it's all nails. But the wind did that. Yeah, pretty cool, right? We don't have a lot inside this little storage thing because a lot of it we took with us to the other home in Pittsonaloke. But that roof needs some help. Alright. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the rain go inside. Yeah, woo, too much. Yeah, very strong wind. Yeah. Crazy, crazy. All right, I'm going to go to the third spirit home. All right, this is the third spirit home. So, looks like the wind did similar things. That little figurine lost its head. That's not good. Looks like the rain and the wind and everything did some damage. So third spirit home, and again this little spirit home is for that older house here. So spirit home tour. This has got to be the oldest one. I mean we probably had this one as long as I've known my wife. Looks like a little corner there chipped off. Does that mean we need to replace it? I don't know. I'll bring that to my wife's attention. Alright, there you go. Spirit house installed. Spirit house tour. Little storm damage. Let's see. Jackfruit tree. Yeah, love those jackfruits. I think the next time my wife takes one of the jackfruits and opens it up, I'll let you take a look at what the actual fruit itself looks like. And the other thing that I didn't know is that just like a pumpkin, you can take out the seeds and steam them or cook them in a certain way, and you can actually eat the jackfruit seeds. Didn't know that. They're a little dry, kind of like eating like a giant garbanzo bean or something like that. But it didn't suck. I mean, it's fiber. So yeah. Oh, it's hot. I'm tired. Woke up too early. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for witnessing the installation of the new spirit house. And I'll see you in the next video, the next adventure here in amazing Thailand. See you later. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, please click one of the video links below or click the playlist.